Alright guys, let's jump into my wins and my losses for this week. I hope that you guys have had a good week. I want to talk about, again, the wins and losses that I've had. And I don't have any predictions or any type of analysis that I'm going to speak on as it pertains to next week in this video, but I may make another video probably tomorrow, Saturday, or Sunday about my plans for next week. So stay tuned. So let's jump into my wins and my losses. So I'll jump over here. I think that's good enough. So last week, this number here was 1442. 1442. So had an increase of $16 there. I've always focused on, yeah, you had $16. What is that? But I mean, you can always make an understanding. Like if you understand the market, right, you can win far more than the little $16. So I'm understanding the market, so I can place bigger bets when my understanding gets much better. So last time I had the video, I was about right. I think it was here. No, that's not right. Bitcoin. Do 1.72. Okay, no, that makes sense. And then this one here, that makes sense. Here, I had that. Here, I had that. Here, I had that. I moved some stuff around a little bit here. So, in the last video, the number here was 1442. I had purchased PSTV and PVAC. I explained all that in the last video, as well as I had purchased Bitcoin, and I think the increase in the Bitcoin at that particular time was 6%. So I can, let's see here, I can do this maybe here. Let's see here. Then I can do like I can double check. Right, it's pretty easy. Yep, here's my channel. This guy's pretty good, and I got a couple other guys in here that's pretty good. Jump to my channel, then jump here. Put that on pause. Scroll here. And I can't blow this up, but yep, 1442. And then let's see, I probably can scroll over just a little bit more. There we go. Bitcoin was at 6% increase there. And then right here was basically the 18 was when I made the purchase for the other two stocks. Yep, see right there. Buy. Okay, got it. So closing this. So now back to the story at hand. So again, I basically my last video I was at 1442. I bought these two stocks here, and I bought Bitcoin. So as of right now, my increase was here 1547% in Bitcoin since the last time I bought it. So I had an increase of, come on now, $68.41. And I had an increase of 7.9%. And this was only from the PSTV stock. I actually lost in this other one, PVAC stock, 10.58%. So if I look at the sum, where am I so far? I'm at a minus 1.9%. And that basically to me comes out to my transaction fee here when I purchased Bitcoin. That's kind of the blue in the Bitcoin when I bought Bitcoin at 50,585, and then probably some other small fee within like each rate. So what happened? What happened here? What happened at this 10.8%? I almost had it. So I'll jump into that, and then I'll be done. So right here, this is the PVAC stock. You can see it right there, PVAC. So I basically bought this prior to them reporting their quarterly earnings. I think it was like the 2020 fourth quarter earnings. And I basically did my research late, mistakenly bought it here, and then it plummeted here. They still reported good earnings. I'll show you that in the next tab, but it never rose above. And so when I didn't really buy it at a mistake. I assumed that this trend was going to continue upward. So I'll show you, like here on the year, right? It has upward trend. So I expect that trend. I had expected that trend to continue upward. But you can see if I click the week, when I bought it, this trend was going up and it spiked up really high. I'm like, oh, I'm about to buy it. Bought it. It plummeted. They did their earnings on the 9th, and then and then it never recovered. So I just had to cut my losses on that one. So if I jump over to here, this is PVAC, right? They reported their earnings on the 9th. You can see it right here. Reported their earnings on the 9th. In my last video, I had showed you estimated um, price earnings per share estimate was an increase of 99 cents, but it actually reported at $1.43, increase at 44%. So they actually reported really good earnings, but I bought it at the wrong time. So that is why I lost on that one. Now, jumping back here, the other one where I gained here 8%. So basically, I don't think I have that one open here. Oh, I do. So this company, they reported their earnings. In my last video, I stated that they reported their earnings in February. I think it's like February 25th. But this plan was that they were going to report some good news. They were going to be in some conferences on the 8th and 9th, as well as on the 10th and the 11th. So even though they reported their earnings and their trend, I believe, was still in upward direction, minus this part, but their trend was in an upward direction, I expected that they would continue to increase. So as you can see, they're up 5.71%, but they had an upward trend this week, as well as pretty much had some good feedback and a really good virtual conference session twice. They had two of them. I don't know where it is here. I can't pull it up, but they had two of them. One, I believe, again, it was on the 9th through the 10th, somewhere within one of those days, and then the other one was on either today or yesterday. They had two this week. They had two this week. So the other thing last was Bitcoin. I basically just took some money and dumped it in Bitcoin. The trend was going up. I think in my last video I had mentioned that I bought Bitcoin because I didn't have any Bitcoin, as well as the Fed had stated that they weren't going to increase interest rates. It was kind of like wishy-washy, but they basically said we weren't increasing interest rates, and the economy was kind of moving in a good direction. So Bitcoin was going up. I was kind of skeptical for getting it at 50K, but it had increased and is now probably still at 57K. Let's jump and do a double check, and then that pretty much be it of what I've the loss and the wins that I've had this week. Let's try this is Bitcoin USD. Try that. Let's not that one. This one. There we go. Still at 57. Let's do this. Okay. So I got it somewhere down here. 50s. I got it here. Or somewhere right. So now we're here, and I expect this trend to go up. I mean, we just had the COVID package signed by Biden, probably a couple other good things in the market. So I expect this to continue to increase. So I expect this percentage, this 15% to increase, guys. So I wouldn't say just like jump into Bitcoin. I would say take a look at the market, and then if you think it's a good time and the overall market is going to keep pushing up, then yes, get Bitcoin so you can capitalize on that upward trend. Other than that, guys, hopefully you continue to have a good week. I'll try to make another video on what my plan is for next week. And like this video. If you have any questions or comments, shoot me a text or call me or message me. And again, other than that, look forward to the next video. Thanks, guys.